young Adrian Dean. They say what goes up must come down, but when you fall from 6 miles high, you don't just land, you invade. We hit the water so hard the Nereid's soul nearly rattled out of her hull. We had 3 keys, but the map wasn't finished. The final gate wasn't in the sky or the deep. It was in a place where the sun goes to die. The Nereid lay dead in the water, steam rising from its cooling hull. Systems flickered like dying embers. Adrian crawled to the helm, his vision blurred. Around them the ocean was boiling from the ship's atmospheric re-entry. Ilara. Adrian, the keys. Look at the pedestal. The 3 keys, the liquid metal, the resonance crystal, and the cloud anchor, began to pull toward each other. They didn't just sit there. They began to orbit a central point, creating a localized gravity well on the bridge. A final set of coordinates burned itself into the Nereid's core, the trench of the Sunken Sun. Before the engines could restart, the water around them turned pitch black. This wasn't natural darkness. It was a shadow field. Hundreds of Council drones had surrounded the ship while it was vulnerable. Then, the black water parted. A massive, jagged silhouette emerged. The Dreadnought Oblivion. Malphas's personal flagship, a floating fortress of steel and hate, 5 times the size of the Nereid. Malphas. You've done the hard work for me, Adrian. You've collected the keys. Now be a good soldier, and hand over the future of the world. Adrian looked at the 3 keys. He realized they weren't just map pieces. They were the Nereid's final engine components. He jammed the cloud anchor into the core. Adrian Dean. Malphas, you want the future? Come get it in the dark. The Nereid didn't run. It dove. Not a normal dive, but a hyper dive. The 3 keys synchronized, creating a bubble of warped space-time. They plummeted toward the deepest trench on the planet. At the very bottom, they saw it, a massive rusted gateway shaped like a dying sun. The gate of the Sunken Sun, the gravity of the abyss. The Nereid's cry screamed as it reached the event horizon of the gate. The massive circular iris, forged from an unknown pre-council metal, began to groan, shedding layers of ancient rust that fell like golden snow. The light leaking from the cracks was a blinding, impossible white. The iron noose. Just as the Nereid prepared to cross the threshold, a thunderous clang echoed through the water. A massive, 3-pronged harpoon chain tore through the Nereid's stern. The ship jerked violently. High above, the Oblivion looked like a mountain falling from the sky. Malphas wasn't letting go. He was using the Nereid as a tether to pull his own fortress into the Forbidden Zone. Young Adrian Dean. Malphas knew he couldn't open the gate himself. He turned himself into the lock. We were dragging a monster into heaven, and the weight was tearing my ship apart. The ultimate sacrifice. Inside the bridge, the 3 keys spun so fast they blurred into a ring of violet fire. The heat was melting the consoles. Ilara was slumped over the navigation desk, her eyes glowing with the same eerie light as the gate.
Ilara, it's not a gate, Adrian. It's a mirror. It only opens if you give it what it's missing. Adrian realized the horrifying truth. To open the gate, he would have to merge his consciousness entirely with the Nereid, potentially losing his physical body forever. He slammed his hand into the center of the violet fire. His scream merged with the Nereid's sonic roar. The screen turns white. The sound of the ocean vanishes, replaced by a single steady heartbeat.
Malphas's voice. Thank you, Adrian. Finally. I can see it.